And this is the IRT preview show. I'm the host of the IRT Fantasy Fast Break broadcast with my co-host Brian Pineda, and I'm also the proprietor and founder of ProRacquetballStats.com, which maintains all the match history stats for the IRT and basically every other major racquetball organization. This week we are previewing the 2026 Pro Nationals. We're coming to you live this weekend from Missoula, Montana. This is the first time the tour's ever been in Montana for a tier one, which is pretty cool. And this is the first time that the venerable Pro Nationals moniker has been given to a tournament since back in 2009. Of course, longtime fans of the sport know that Pro Nationals was a major event in Vegas in the mid 90s, an event that had massive draws and rivaled the excitement and the draw size of the biggest events of the time at that time. Before we get started, I want to thank the tournament director for making this happen. So thank you to Andrew Weber, and thank you to all the local sponsors that are sponsoring this event and making Pro Racquetball happen in Montana. Specifically, Destination Missoula or Visit Missoula, Big Sky Brewing, the Matfield Family Shows and Rentals, and of course, the Mitra 8S brands. So I want to give a quick shout out to the IRT Tour sponsors who sponsor all the events on tours and really make the tour happen. We're talking about Keith Miner and KWM Gutterman, Papa Nicholas Coffee, Black and White Energy Drinks, and the Rhinestorm Group, for which does tax and wealth management. Okay, so that being said, here's where we are on tour. We're getting to the end of April, the beginning of May. The season is nearly over. The last event we saw was in Los Cab a few weeks ago. We saw an epic 11-9 singles final between Kane and Conrado, who were basically tied 8-8 after 2 hours of battling. Just basically the best that you could ask for in terms of, a neutral and fan perspective. So let's set the stage for Montana. We got 23 players entered into the Montana singles draw. We're missing a couple of top 10 seeds and Andre Perea, who is still hurt, suffering an injury, and Eduardo Portillo, who of course now has a full-time job flying, so he may have had scheduling issues. 7 and 10 doesn't greatly impact our projected quarterfinals. We're still going to be looking at some really fun quarters, but what it does do is it puts the 8-9 matchup between two tour veterans in Adam Mania and Alan Natera. So that's going to be a fun 8-9 matchup. Where are we in the tour race? Well, this is the second to last event. We have this event, and then we have an IRT 800 in St. Louis coming up at in the middle of June. Simply put, because Kane won the last event, Conrado has to win out. He has to win this event, and he has to win the final event in St. Louis to have any shot at getting the tour final, to getting his first title. Otherwise, if Kane makes it through and gets a win this weekend, then he will sew up his 16th career pro title at the age of, I believe he's 44 now. That's just an amazing factor. Even the fact that he still sits at number one at this age. We used to be just in marvel of how long, Ruben Gonzalez stayed competitive, or even how long Cliff Swain kept making quarters and semis in the back ends of draws. But having a Pro Tour champ in his mid-40s is pretty amazing. We are looking this weekend at a two-match Friday and a two-match Saturday finish. So that means that the players have to play both two matches on Friday and Saturday, which didn't turn out to impact the draw as much as it might have last weekend or in the last event, because Los Cab did the same thing. But the big thing the reason I called that out is because the players, especially the top two players, have to end up playing, two really tough matches on that Saturday in particular. If the seeds hold, then Kane at the top would have to go through someone like Montoya or Acuna early on Saturday, and then Moscoso in the final. Meanwhile, Conrado down at number 2 might have to end up playing the same group of people that he ended up playing last Saturday in Los Cab, and that being Flores, the up-and-coming Flores in the semi, and then a projected Kane final. What am I predicting? Well, as a fan of the sport, I want to see Kane, or I want to see Conrado win this match, because then that would mean that would all come down to the final, potentially, in St. Louis, which has happened a few times on tour, but you just can't ask for anything more exciting than an entire season coming down to one match in one tournament. If Conrado manages to win out here, and if he beats Kane or if he beats somebody else in the final, then he puts that into play for the final event in St. Louis. All right, so that's it. Hang on tight, stay tuned, and you have IRT Racquetball coming to you live next.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live once again here. Our final coverage of the round of 32 is here from Missoula, Montana. This is the Irt Pro Nationals. For the IRT, I am Fabio Soto. Very glad to be here. We're at the Peak Racket Club. We're about to get started as Diego GASTELUM faces Marian HUYKE from Colombia. Jim Douglas is the official referee, giving instructions to the players. And thank everybody for joining us, watching, tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed, and keep following us on social media. The winner of this match will go on to play Rodrigo Montoya tomorrow at 12 p.m. Want to thank also the local sponsors for this event. Big Sky Brewing Company, Tim Matfeld, Destination Missoula, and Mitra 9. Thank you for your support for the local tournament. Also, IRT Tour partners, KWM Gutterman, Papa Nicholas Coffee, Frank Hotels, also Formula Flow, Racquetball, Rainstorm Group, Black and White, and Gearbox Racquetball. We're about to get started. Of course, Diego Gastelum becoming an IRT regular tour player. Mario Andres from Colombia. Gastelum won the coin toss. He will start us off with the serve. 0-0 is the score. Short. Oh, that hit the crack on the right side. What a break for Gastelum to earn his first point. It's a short serve called. Excellent backhanded cross-court shot by Diego. 2-0. Good start for him. Short serve again. Good recovery from Mario. Great kill shot. Gastelum defending his position with those corners. 3-0. Very easy shot, easy plays for Gastelum. He's being very calm right now about his game, thinking about his serve. Now he did not miss that first serve, but did miss that shot, trying to go for that pinch. 0-4. Backhanded miss by Mario. He's Orlando's twin. Footfall is called. It's a good pickup by Diego. And Mario tries to do a little too much with it. He clipped the backswing, the back wall. It's a good serve by Diego. Got a weak return. Excellent shot backhanded. Six serving zeros to score. Diego in full control. Oh, what a swing. I love the patience of Mario to hit that swing. Just waiting for the right height, even though it came off the back wall. Very patient of him. Good serve. Wow. Forcing that mistake on GASTELUM. One serving six. Good backhanded shot by GASTELUM. Good pickup by Mario. Diego just unforgiving with that pinch. Wow. 7 serving 1. Can't get it off the back wall, Mario. We're getting a good performance and execution by the new Team Dovetail member, Diego. Good pickup by Diego. Good pickup again. Great effort. Great defense. And that led to that point again. (9-1) is the score. Timeout taken by Mario Andres. Players take a 1-minute break, and we'll return here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here at the Irt Pro Nationals in Missoula, Montana. I'm Fabio Soto with the IRT, and let's talk about what's coming up next. The season finale at the Gateway City Open. That's in St. Louis, Missouri. That's June 11th through the 14th. That's an IRT 800 Pro Stop, and so much riding on this because this is our last Pro Stop of the season to end it in a new venue in St. Louis, Missouri, a place IRT has not been there in a long, long time. And happy to bring you racquetball to another new region, first here in Montana, then in Missouri. Players are back in the court. Timeout taken by Mario Andres. Let's see if this works out for him as GASTELUM is still leading 9-1. It's a good pickup by Diego. And Mario can't get that off the back wall enough for it to be a ceiling shot. 10 serving 1. I love how he attacks that shot. Diego is always one to precipitate himself and anticipate. 11-1. Screen serve. Wow, what an excellent shot. What a backhanded, perfectly executed shot by Mario Andres. Again, great execution. Mario has to put just one each at a time. Put them in a row. Whoa, what a response by Diego. It's such an off-speed response. Serving 2. Set up for GASTELUM. What a great read by Mario Andres. Wonderful play. What excellent defense. Even get some praise from GASTELUM himself. 2 serving 13. That's a skip by Mario. Serving 2. Yeah, it's an ace serve. What a clean shot. Lovely work from Diego GASTELUM. He has the first game point. He gets a setup. And the skip. GASTELUM takes game 1, 15-2. Players take a 2-minute break, and we'll return here on IRT Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the IRT and Fabio Soto here at the Irt Pro Nationals from Missoula, Montana. Thank you for joining us, tuning in. And want to thank everybody for watching. And not just that, also welcoming the new members of the IRT Club. Make sure you sign up to get extra additional court coverage, second court streaming, fantasy racquetball, a lot of content, condensed games without pause. It's a great show to support for the support of racquetball. And these are some of our newest members of the IRT Club. Give you guys a shout out and thank you for your support for IRT Club members. Back to the action as Mario Andres takes the serve in game number 2. Let's see if this timeout helped him to regroup and come up with a different strategy. Of course, Diego GASTELUM, still one of the young guns on the tour, but a lot of experience internationally. Made the Mexican junior national team a few times. World champion as well. Nice backhanded response. So GASTELUM is the newest addition to Team Dovetail. What a blast. Mario Andres just finding that right corner and turning. Still remains scoreless in game 2. I love the execution and I love the physicality between these two. Not afraid to bump into each other. That's a miss. That's one of the things that GASTELUM does really well. His serves stick to that left wall so much that he puts pressure on his opponents. Not there, though. Excellent shot. Backhanded. Down the line winner for Diego. Great cross court now. Different shots. Same angle. 2-0. A little too much to handle there for Mario, who's just trying to put a racket on it. Get a defensive play. It's just a lot for him right now. That's a great response. It's a great pickup from the back wall. Mario again with a great effort. Not able to put a racket on it. I want to thank the local sponsors for this event: Big Sky Brewing Company, Tim Matfeld, Destination Missoula, and Mitra 9. For their again, GASTELUM putting pressure with that serve to the backhand, just so close to the wall. 4-7-0. It's a good serve. He got the weak return. Not exactly what he wanted, that weak return, and down the line winner to make it 5-0. GASTELUM trying to dig that up. That's an avoidable shot. 0-5. It's a good call by the referee. Clean shot. Perfect backhanded. Textbook. Excellent shot. Going for that wide angle to the right. He knew that Gastelum was right behind him, but pinned to the left. It's a perfect execution by Mario Andres. And Gastelum finds that spot on the right with that splat shot that almost rolled out. Wow. 5 serving 2. And again, Gastelum finds it now on the left. Same exact shot. High degree of difficulty, but he ends that 2-point run from Mario Andres. Switches up the serve. Again, he's always experimenting, seeing what he can get out of his opponents. Easy serve, but he got the weak return he needed. Wow. Great ball handling by Mario Andres. Wow. Excellent shot and execution again. He saw where Gastelum was. 3 serving 7. Great dig. No, not enough. Wow. Great shot by Mario Andres, and Diego tried to put a racket and he couldn't. 4-7. Fire. That's the shot that Diego was waiting for. He got that, and he was pinning Orlando to the left. Great pass. I don't know if Mario's starting to signal to see that he couldn't see, but from this angle, it seemed that the rally was good. Second serve. 4 serving 8. That's a skip by Diego. 5 serving 8. Oh, from the back. Oh, and Gastelum almost pulls off a fantastic play going to the back, but had skipped, and it barely did. 6 serving 8. Good strategy for Mario Andres, who's coming on stronger in game 2. There's a clean shot by Gastelum, and Mario could not control it on the right side. I think Diego's feeling the pressure now that he's leading by 2. Very different game 2 than 1. Good wide angle. But another backhanded overhead shot. Wow. It's an interesting play. That serve was going to be long, but Gaston tried to hit it anyway. Put it in play. Wow, what a great ceiling shot. Great defensive play. Stuck to the right wall. Nine serving 6. I think Mario Andres is looking for the score to see if he can ask for a timeout. In an easy play tap. What a good rally so far. They were moving around all over the court. Timeout called by Mario Andres. Players take a 1-minute break, and we'll return here on IRT Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Time in is called by the referee in game 2. Diego Gastelum leading 10-6 in game 2. Thank everybody for watching, tuning in. Remember, like our post, share our feed, and keep following us on social media throughout this fantastic racquetball weekend here in Missoula, Montana at the Peak Racket Club. If you're in the area, come and join us for the Irt Pro Nationals. Gastelum 5 points away from victory. Good serve. Forces the error. Not a good timeout for Mario Andres. Ace serve. Wow, I love the changeup of speed and location from Gastelum. That was a screen serve. Interesting serve from Gastelum. What a way to change it up. 13, serving 6. Gastelum 2 points away from victory. chance here for Mario Andres. And he takes full advantage of it for the side out. Good rally for Mario Andres. He's trying to look into this. Whoa, good splat shot by Diego Gastelum. Not enough for Mario. Easy play there for Gastelum. That's a match point. No. Oh, second serve is called. That's point number 14. So match point right now, number 1 for Diego Gastelum. Great defense. Way to keep it in play. Short serve. And Gastelum goes for that back-handed full swing and skips the shot. Wow. Great exchange. Mario got the best of it with a backhand. He's putting on a fight for sure. 9-14. And Gastelum fires away for match point number 2. Puts it away again. So we're getting some good defense here. And would seem to be the last breath for Mario Andres. And that hit the crack on the right. Another put away by Gastelum. Third match point. 14 serving 9. It's a short serve. Good pickup. And that does it, folks, for this match as Diego Gastelum takes this one in 2 straight versus Mario Andres. Thank you very much for, this great event here in Missoula, Montana. Also want to talk to you about one of our tour partners is Papa Nicholas. Make sure you go online to papanicholascoffee.com and make sure to use IRT promo code IRT50 to get 50% off your coffee order. They're proud tour partner here and also present in every event. And I got to tell you, some of the best coffee you'll ever have. And make sure you go online, IRT50 promo code for 50% off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in for this first coverage of the round of 32s. And we'll be back tomorrow morning with the rounds of 16s for the IRT. I am Fabio Soto, and we'll see you here tomorrow on IRT Live.